Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports, and we've got an updated board for the NBA slate today on Wednesday, November 29th. And we're talking about Prize Picks right now. If you've never tried Prize Picks, use our promo code, and they'll double your first deposit up to $100. Literally, whatever amount you put on up to 100, they'll match it. So we always recommend do the full 100. You get $200 to play with. If you use our promo code, they'll hook you up with that deal. And if you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell because we run two shows. We run our late night show where we catch some gems. I feel good about the values that we found last night. Some of them are removed already. And a lot of times the points, the lines, we catch them at early. You can make some smaller slips. Usually we only end up finding like 4 slips that late at night, but we felt solid about all the plays. I will have the video from last night attached at the end of this video, and because I know there's a couple on there that are still left. But anyways, we're happy about some of the options we were able to lock in last night, and we're feeling good about today. We've got 6 new plays for you, and yeah, so we don't have anything to recap because the slate hasn't happened yet. But I think that covers everything. I think we can get right into our picks. So some of my picks are a little bit unconventional, I don't know, today. So don't feel like you have to take these, but I'm riding with these because I feel good about them. One of them is going to be Embiid's assists because it's still just at 6. Oh, I thought they removed it for a second. Still just at 6. And, the odds on this are for the under. They're favoring the under. But the odds makers have this at 6.5. So they're favoring the under at 6.5. I'm totally comfortable taking the over because at the line they're playing at, if he hits 6, you lose. Where Prize Picks has it, if he hits 6, which I think he easily can, we just get a push. So we get a little bit of insurance there. And if we look at what he's been doing, he's averaging 10.8 a game. He hasn't missed this. I'm sorry, I looked at the wrong thing. 8.4 a game. He did have 11 in his last, 9 before that. He only has 1 game in the last 5 games where he went under this, and he still was at 5. So even in that game against Cleveland, 1 more would have gotten us the push where the line's at today. So I'm feeling really good about him going over here. And if you look at New Orleans, they're allowing almost 5 assists a game to any given center. And Embiid is just on that MVP run right now. We all just know what he's capable of. He's been flirting with a triple-double for a couple days, and then he got really close against OKC, and then he got it done against LA, even in that blowout where he only played 31 minutes. So I think he is just in the zone right now, and I'm shocked that they don't see what I'm seeing on taking his over on the assists here. So I'm taking the over there. The odds are about 50-50 at that 6.5. So I think if they were making it at 6, I think that it would probably be not too juicy, but it'd probably be like minus 120 or something like that. But I'm way more confident than a minus 120. So I'm taking the over there. And then my next play is going to be a points prop. And I'm going to be going with Eric Gordon to go over 13.5 points here. He's been really feeling it. He's been playing great from deep. They do have another prop on the board. I believe his 3-pointers are pretty juiced too. At 2.5, you can take the over there if you're more comfortable with that. But I just like. I think he'll hit his threes, but I don't like always. I get a little bit nervous just relying on 3-point props, especially when they have to make like 3 to cash. But I think the way he's been playing lately, I feel totally comfortable with him at least getting 14 points. Over his last 5 games, he's averaging 35 minutes and 17.6 points per game. So that 13.5 seems very easy for him to hit. And we do have KD potentially coming back, but he's done this with KD on the floor as well. So KD's questionable at the moment, and Grayson Allen is also questionable. So I really love this prop. This is actually, the odds makers agree with us on this one. This is a minus 130 on BetMGM and a minus 132 on Caesars. And if we look at what Toronto's been allowing, they're allowing just under 21 points a game to shooting guards. And so I think with the weapons the Suns have, with the heater the Suns have been on, Eric Gordon ends up being open a lot. They have to worry about Devin Booker, and if KD's back, they have to worry about KD. I know some people in our Discord were looking at KD's assists for over if he ends up playing. That's not one of our picks today, but you might want to take a look at that. But yeah, Eric Gordon would be one of those guys that KD and Booker are dishing it out to. So I feel comfortable taking the over here. And for my last prop, it's going to be a rebounds prop. We dropped the rebounds assists for this in our Discord earlier, and that was my favorite. This is going to be Paul George, but that's removed at the moment. And they've got him at 6, and I feel comfortable about this. The odds makers also have this at 6.5. So we're just kind of playing this game with Prize Picks where they have the line a little bit different. So if you're looking at the odds makers are saying to take the under, but at 6.5, again, if he just gets 6 on those other sites, that would be a loss. On Prize Picks, if he just gets 6, we got to push. So we got a little bit of insurance there as well. I feel very comfortable taking the over on this. And if you do happen to, if later Prize Picks happens to throw his rebounds and assists at, I think we got it at 9.5 earlier in Discord. That was my favorite because he's gone over that 8 out of his last 10 games, but he's actually gone over this 8 times out of his last 10 games as well on rebounds. So you can see here, he's averaging over his last 5 games, 7.6 rebounds a game. And that's even with that one game against the Spurs where he only went for 5. That was one of 2 times that he's gone under 6 rebounds in the last 10 games. So the juice is a little bit weird on this one as far as the odds go because their line is different than Prize Picks. So don't let that confuse you. But Sacramento is allowing on average just over 5 rebounds a game to shooting guards. But we know that when Sacramento's in town, there's a lot of rebounds to be had. And we know that Paul George, for a shooting guard, he grabs a lot of rebounds. So I'm feeling very comfortable taking the over on this as well. And those are the 3 I've got for you now that the board's filled out. What do you got for us, Jordy? So
to get me started, I'm going to be going with some unconventional picks as well. But I feel pretty good about these. They're kind of weird picks, but I like them. So for my first one, I'm going to be going with Jalen Durren to go over 13.5 rebounds and assists. He's been awesome. He's super athletic. He's not a super big guy, but he's long and lanky, and he gets it done. He's kind of like Nick Claxton a little bit, but I like his grit. In this game against the Lakers, the game line set at 229 with a 7.5 favorite to the Lakers, so there is a little bit of blowout potential. I could see the game kind of getting out of hand, but with the pace that the Pistons are playing at, I could see this game also just being very close the whole way. And Anthony Davis has been kind of struggling a little bit to get it going rebound wise compared to what he has in the past. And Durren's been coming out hot. If we look at his last 10 games, he's gone over this a lot. He's playing on average 30 minutes, and we look at this rebounds: 14, 17, 15. He had 2 weird games. It was against OKC and New Orleans, who are pretty good rebounding teams. And the Lakers are. I'm not saying they aren't, but I just like his odds to go over this. It's a minus 115 to go over with BetMGM, but it's a minus 125 with DraftKings and everyone else. So I think MGM's just kind of playing it safe on this one. But I like it. I've watched enough of Detroit this year. We've bet on them enough to where Jalen Durren's been kind of passing the eye test when it comes to rebounds and assists. And if we look at what the Lakers are giving up to centers in the rebounds and assist categories, they are giving up still almost 16 rebounds and 6 assists a game to centers. So I like this pick. I'm going to take it for the over, and I'm not going to overthink it too much. And then my next pick is super juiced. It's kind of crazy. I'm going with a points and rebounds prop. I'm going with Scotty Barnes here. Scotty's, had a relatively well start to the year. I mean, his lines are set like right at where his averages are. But in this matchup, they've got him at a minus 145 with BetMGM to go over this, and Caesars has it at a minus 135, and everyone else has it at minus 145 as well. The Suns are pretty tough. If KD isn't out, or if he is out, this is going to be an easier matchup for him for sure. But if we look at what the Suns are giving up rebounds and points wise, they're giving up almost 20 points a game and 7 rebounds. So that is enough for him to get it done. I'm pretty comfortable with it because Scotty's just such a monster right now. But I would say proceed with a little bit of caution. I love the line. I think it's awesome. I'm going to be taking it for sure in all my slips. He's gone over it 6 out of 10 games, so he is productive in this category. But I'm just a little skeptical because I know how good the Suns are. But I'm going to be taking it. So, this is kind of my dice roll pick of the slip here, but I like it enough. And then for my next one, I actually really like this pick. I'm going with an assist prop, and I'm going with Zion Williamson to go over 4.5. He's averaging 5.8 over the last 5 games, and then on the year, he's averaging about 3.8. So, over the last 5 games, though, he's kind of found his rhythm with how he's running things right now. You can see over the last 5, he's had 6-5, 6-5, and 7. So he's getting the job done. He's very productive. And in a game like this, where he's playing against Philly, they're very tough inside. So I think he's gonna drive the ball in, kick it out, and I think that's probably gonna be part of their game plan. Because that's what they've been doing a lot. And this is a minus 125 to go over. Some people have it at a minus 130. So they're expecting him to get this done, and I am too. The game line set at 230.5, only a 2-point favorite to Philly. So I like it. I think it's going to be a close game, and I'm excited to watch this one. And that's what I've got.
Great. I feel good about all of these. Yeah, and we've got the 4 picks that will be in the video attached from last night. If you haven't seen it yet, there's still some relevant picks in there. We've got 6 for you right here, but only take what you're comfortable with. At the end of the day, we're showing you what we like. So don't take these, and if they don't hit, come back and troll us. You're making your own decisions here. We're just here to try to show you what we're getting into with our research and analysis and what we feel good about. We do wish you the best of luck, and we hope you guys enjoy just another night of basketball. It's been a lot of fun lately.
For sure.
So make sure you get that relaxation in and just get present and actually enjoy watching the games. And we'll catch you guys in the next video.
Good luck, boys.